In Africa, there's no addresses. There's dirt roads. There's houses everywhere. In Congo, it's pretty organized in sort of a grid-like pattern. But in Cameroon, it's like a maze. You could get lost walking down the street. They just like walking down the street and boom, someone just put a house there. So you have to like go this way and then go back up and then down this valley and then you're on the other side of the house. It's insane trying to find your way around. And so that's why if you're whitewashing the area, it is incredibly difficult. It's insane trying to find those people. There's no way to like put in the area book where people live, how to find them. So you have to call them, find a place that you both know of, meet there, and then have them take you to their place, and then remember how to get there and back. And so that's really, really a problem. You get lost so easily. The members really help out. They're always willing to go with the missionaries. They know the area like the back of their hands. They've grown up there. You just tell them, oh, they said it was by this place, and like, it's this way. They'll take it to you. They love helping the missionaries. Transportation is different in Congo and Cameroon, and so I'll talk about Congo first. They have sort of routes that they run. They have a vehicle called a sant-sant, which is like a blue taxi. They have buses, and the buses have numbers at the front. So you know that line 3 goes from this point all the way to this point. And so if you stand on this road, you can go get to this point, this part of the city from this bus, or you could go there and grab another bus to go to this part of the city. So you really have to learn the lines and where the taxis or the sant-sants go. Sant-sant is just, it means 100, 100. But the price is 150 for some reason. I don't know. If it's a really short distance, you can say sant-sant. They'll be like, fine, you can pay 100 each. And so, so you have to memorize those. If you're going to a place where it will be multiple changes, because every time you take a sant-sant or a bus, it's 150. So if you do the math, and it's going to be too problematic to get buses at certain areas, because it's quite a crowd sometimes, especially at night trying to find a bus. It's very difficult. You can call over a taxi, which is like a really nice sant-sant, but then you have to barter the price. And they generally think that since you're white, you have a lot of money. It's not necessarily the case with missionaries. You gotta really budget out your finances. So you can barter with them. Sometimes they get really angry if you try to be too cheap with them. They get a little frustrated with you. But I mean, you can generally talk them down to a fair, reasonable price. And then they'll take you directly to the location that you want to go. So they're like, taxis are always fun because it's in their best interest to get you there the quickest because you're paying for the location, not just the time spent inside. So you can get some crazy shortcuts. Like, okay, that looks like it's a lot of traffic. Cut off into a quartier, like dodging children, and like people are like, like get out of the way, like go, like there's no road. You're just like going down this trail, and you're like, yeah, I know this place, and you're just like, going, watch out! And so then they like pull off into the street and cut someone off. Like, it's like, see, I told you I could get you there, and we're just like, so that was always a little bit stressful. And that's the Congo transportation. In Cameroon, they have sant-sants for 200 a person. That's just like the general price, but they don't have like routes or lines that they drive. So you could stand on any corner and call any taxi, and they don't even stop. They just slow down. You stand by the road, they slow down, like their windows roll down. You call out your destination and how much you're willing to pay for it. So if it's just like a normal distance, you say 2 places, which is 400 francs, which is the type of currency that they have there. It's about, I don't know, I can't do the math right now. 500 francs is $1, so 400 francs about 80 cents. So you say Bastos, 2 places, and if they want to take you there for that amount of money, if they're going that way, or if they because they usually have people already in the taxi. If they're going that route, then they'll you just climb in and they take off. Sometimes also they think that you're rich, so you pull over a taxi and say "deux places" somewhere, and they're like, no, 500 francs a piece. I'm like, just get out of here, I'm not paying that, I can get a taxi. And so they like always this, I don't know why, the place where we lived, there was always this really angry old man who drove taxis, and this really like beat down taxi, and every time somehow he'd catch us as we were leaving the apartment. He was like, I'll take you someplace for 5,000 francs a piece. And we're like, no thanks, we can get a ride. And he's just like, he'd always shake his finger at us. It's okay, man. It's okay, it's cool. So that's transportation in Cameroon. Cameroonian transportation is pretty fun, because you meet like crazy people inside that, like, just, they have extreme personalities, Cameroonians. Like, I don't know a Cameroon who doesn't have an extreme personality. So you get in a taxi and you're bound to have an interesting conversation. They'd be like, what are you here for? Like, oh, we're missionaries for Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints. And like, oh, and everyone in the taxi like joins in. Everyone's like talking. They talk really loud and lots of hand movements. And so they get in your face, and it's just normal talking. They're not angry, but still it's a little bit intimidating sometimes. So that's transportation in Cameroon too.